Welcome to Pavithra Laptop Care. Today's topic is how a PD will convert 5 volts to 20 or 15 or 9 and so on, and reverse 20 or 15 or 9 to 5 volts. How a PD will convert? Any idea? Okay, so in deeply it's very simple topic. It's very easy to understand, but the previous videos what I introduced, those things you have to recap it, then only you can easily understand. What are those? One is cable connection, that is CC. Here CC1 and CC2. Next, second connection, in cable connection only VCON. What is VCON? That you have to understood. These two related to cable connection. Once cable connected, then the next part goes to DFP, UFP. These are the keywords you have to understand. If you can't understand, so please watch my previous videos. This is a continuation part of my previous videos. So now up to PDIC we discussed in previous videos. So now this PDIC, how it will convert or it boost or buck, how it will boost to 5 to, which I already told, no, 20, 15 or 9, or buck 20, 15, 9 to 5 volts. See, what is this buck and boost? So any idea? Buck and boost. See, before going to this particular chapter, first you have to understand what is this boost and what is this buck. Now, in my previous video, a video called PWM section, in this video I already explained what is that buck converter. How it will convert. Buck in the sense, if you have 20 volts, it will reduce to 5 volts or desired volts. Means it's a reduced volt, that's called it's a buck. Then what is the boost? Just now I am going to explain. That is the one how a buck converter, how a PD will convert 5 volts to 20 volts. This is called boost. It boosting the signal from 5 volts to 20 volts. Right. So now we'll come to the topic. See. So now in a laptop, if it contains two type C, what it does then? So see, the type C, one is the Thunderbolt, through this port the charger we can connect and charge the battery, and one more connector called USB type C. In this we can connect the tablet or mobile for charging or any other type C connected devices for charging or to operate those things. But we won't get 20 volts we only get 5 volts. While you reversing the port, if you are connecting any device for charging, then you will get only 5 volts. How it's possible? In one way. See, the type C I told you 1 and 2. Here in one type C we can convert it as a 20 volts, but in other type C using the 5 volts we can charge the device. How it possible? It is possible through the bidirectional supply of type C. See, in one direction it will accept 5 volts and it will convert to 20 volts for battery charging inside the motherboard. And other section, if second type C connected from the motherboard voltage will be 20 volts, right? So from there it will buck the voltage and gives the 5 volts for charging or discharging, whatever it may be, to other type C devices. In one type C, we can increase or decrease the voltage through the PD. How it is possible? This function is very easy and very easy to understand. The thing is, the previous video which I told you must and should watch. The concept is very simple that I am going to explain now. See, the type C input will be 5 volts, right? This PD, what it contains? It contains 1, 2, 3, 4 MOSFETs. These all legs are connected to buck and boost converter IC. Okay, this gate is connected to buck and boost converter IC. Here these 4 MOSFETs output will be there, no? Here you know that PWM section which I told already in previous video, you can watch it. Here a section, these two in between a coil has connected. So coil must and should be there for converting purpose, buck or boost converter purpose. For PWM section, coil must be there. Okay, see, in PWM section what it will happen? These two MOSFET, if these two MOSFETs are interlinked, then it will be connected through a coil. It gives the buck converter. Like you are receiving the 19 volts here or 20 volts here, and you will get 5 volts, 3 volts, 1.5 volts or any other voltage. It's a reduced voltage. You will get the reduced voltage, right? So like that. The concept is very simple. If you know the PWM section concept, then easily you can understand this. See, once again I'll tell you. These two MOSFET, like PDM section, has interlinked. These two MOSFET also, like a PDM section, it has interlinked. Okay. Now, if in case of buck, how it will operate? Buck in the sense reduce, right? Before reduce, first we need to understand the boost, how the boost operation will work, because first MOSFET will be connected through the USB the voltage will be 5 volts. Okay, here this 5 volts, if it comes to this particular MOSFET, then out of 3 MOSFET, this one will be completely off condition and this one completely in on condition, and these two will be in switching condition. The boost converter, it receives less voltage. In this condition, first MOSFET will be on, second MOSFET will be off. Through the coil, these 5 volts will boost the current and it will come. By switching these two MOSFETs, it will convert 20 volts or 15 volts or 9 volts depending on the B2B converter, boost and buck converter. Now you got my point, right? Once again I'll repeat. For boost operation, the first MOSFET will be always on, second MOSFET will be off. Third MOSFET and fourth MOSFET will be switching each other. Then finally the 20 volts will produce, and next this one will be connected through a MOSFET to battery. It will charge the battery. Now you got my point, right? So it's very simple process. Here 4 MOSFETs, one is on, one is off, these two switching, then boost converter will happen. Similarly, if you want buck in the sense, here it's a reduced one. So if you want reduced one to connect the external USB type C, then what the process? The reverse process. See, here it will be 20 volts switching to the coil, one will be on, one will be off, then the desired output will come to that particular connector. Okay, anyway, the first one, the boost, which I told, it's a boost forward, we'll call boost forward. The first operation called boost forward. Now buck forward. Buck forward. What is that buck forward? The same thing, 4 MOSFET. In this, buck in the sense switching. The first 1, 2 will be switching, and 3 and 4, this will be in on condition, this one will be off condition. So when it receives the 5 volts, then through this coil the voltage comes through the third MOSFET. This is called buck forward. Here it's not a 5 volts, here 20 volts you will get, because it's a boosted voltage will convert to buck. Boosted voltage will convert to buck. So through this MOSFET we will get the 5 volts. This is called buck forward method concept. Okay, reverse buck. One more section, reverse buck. Reverse buck in the sense, again this 1 and 2, 3 and 4 will be there. Here it will be 20 volts inside the motherboard. Already it will be 20 volts. Then this volts comes to here. Here switching section will happen. Switching in the sense on and off, switching. Then this through this coil, it boosted current. It will come. Reduced current will come to this MOSFET. This one will be on condition. This one will be off condition. Then through the port you will get 5 volts. So now you got my point, I think so. You understood this. One method is boost forward. This one is commonly used in a laptop. In case of type C, 5 volts will convert to 20 volts in this method. Second method, buck forward. If the port already having 20 volts, then it will convert to 5 volts. This is called buck forward. Third option, see in this first option, first MOSFET will be on, second MOSFET will be off, and through the coil third and fourth will be switching, then you will get 20 volts. Here buck forward, first and second, what it will be in switching mode. After the coil, third one will be on, fourth one will be off, then you will get 5 volts. Fourth one, boost back. Usually won't use boost back in the sense, so back, just reverse. Starting you will get this side 5 volts, and then first one will be on, second one will be off, third and fourth will be switching, then finally you will get 20 volts. Fourth one, buck backward. See, this first method and this last method are used in laptop applications. See how I will tell you. Buck backward in the sense 20 volts to 5 volts. So here what it will be happen in the motherboard, you already will be having 20 volts, and in that case the switching, the fourth and third MOSFETs will be switching, and the first MOSFET will be on, second MOSFET will be off, then you will get 5 volts. To charge the tablet or mobile or whatever it may be in other port type C, this buck backward method has used. To charge the battery, this buck forward method has used in the laptop. Guys, I hope you understood this. It's very simple topic. Boost forward method and buck backward method. Using these two methods, we will get the 5 volts to 20 volts when you are using Thunderbolt type, and buck backward method, using that backward method, you can charge your mobile or any type C devices. Okay, see guys, in this video, if you really liked, please like this video. If you are not yet subscribed, please subscribe and support us. Thank you very much.